How's it going, folks? And welcome back to another news and updates with Ronin 47R. Today we are going to be taking a look at what's going on in the world of tanks mercenaries. We're also going to be taking a look at what's going on in the world of warships legends. Let's check it out. This just in. It's time for the news and updates and other stuff. All right, so we're taking a look at the World of Tanks console. Perfect timing because today we're talking about some updates. In the world of tanks, we've got the update 4.10. This is the mathematical precision added to the armor viewer edition, if you will. There are some other changes that are going on, keeping this very high level. And again, I'm getting all this information from the worldoftanks.com, the console edition, the website there. Highly recommend that you take a look at it. I'm sure you don't want me to read all of the changes here for you, but keeping it high level, let's take a look. Oh man, I almost forgot. So I need to share this with you guys. So this is what my youngest daughter, Ava, has created for me just a few days ago. Came up with the idea on her own and assembled this thing, and I thought it was the coolest thing. So this is the most important news and update aspect. All right, let's get back to the game. Exact armor values are now available to you. You're going to be able to go ahead and see the individual armor values, and they exist within these markers, and they're still within their respective color-coded range. This is going to allow you to navigate through to see the exact armor value for each specific plate of your tank. So we're getting a lot more exact, so that'll be pretty fantastic. Jumping down, we do have some updated camouflage here for some of the countries. And down below that, we do have some map rotations. You can take a look here, but in short, we are going to have some increased frequency on a good handful of maps here. So if you are a fan of anything from Abbey to Westfield, well, then you are in luck. There is going to be a change when it comes to the map rotation, decreased frequency, if you will, this list here. Amazon through Westfield Summer. So a big list, take a look at them. I don't think you want me reading all of them to you. So there would be some changes there. There have been some tank balance changes. I think this is a pretty darn important piece to the update. Without reading all of them to you, high level again, you've got about 3 tanks that are going to be updated within China. With these tanks, you're looking at some of the gun values, penetrations, things of that nature, accuracy. There's going to be some changes, so absolutely stay on top of it. One of the big things here is the Chinese tank here, the 113. Penetration is going from 249 to 258. That will help a lot. Jumping down to the USSR, we've only have one change, which is the Matilda 4. And with this, you can see the arrows are really indicating nicely for us how it's changing from one to the other. So there is going to be some changes there in that particular tank. Reload time is decreasing in contrast to different terrain resistance, changing there. So hopefully that speed will help you out a little bit better. Czechoslovakia, only one tank is going through a change, the Škoda T40. And also the Zizka, which is the same thing, it's just a different paint scheme. Health is increasing by 50. Turret rotation is also increasing by 2 degrees, so pretty cool there. UK, you've got 2 tanks here that are changing. Looks like you have a reload time that is decreasing for the Chieftain T95, which is also known as the Centennial, and the Carnarvon. You've got the Turret 1, Turret 2. There's some changes there. Reload times going from a 4.5 to a 4, 8.3 to an 8. So you are decreasing a little bit of speed there in the reload time. In the US, lastly, the M24 Chaffee, all about just that one particular tank, but you're going to go ahead and see some increases in capabilities with a reload time for the 75mm gun decreasing, but everything else is an increase there listed, so good stuff. And that really gets you up to date for the 4.10 update for the World of Tanks Mercenaries. The last thing I'm going to go ahead and say about the World of Tank Mercenaries before we head out is just a reminder that you can get some more information by focusing on the community tab located up here, as well as once you're there, you can drill down specifically to the forums to get some information about what is being posted by not only the devs and other wargaming employees, but also the community itself. Highly recommend staying on top of that if you want to go ahead and see what is happening in the World of Tanks Mercenaries. All right, folks, now we're taking a look at the World of Warships Legends. This is the console edition of World of Warships. This is the website for that very game. Taking a look at it here, much different than the World of Tanks console edition website, right? As we scroll down, I'm just going to go ahead and highlight a few things during this news and updates, and that is they continue to have a very static, non-changing website. I'll show you to get some information. I'll walk you there in just a moment. on the way to that destination, just pointing out that they have currently the setup of just showing you what is for sale, some big packages there, and then down below these very static, almost commercial-like videos trying to get folks involved with and understand what the game is about. And then down below is really where the money shot is. This is the area where not only are they telling you, hey, stay tuned, we're going to be go ahead and develop some more things, but for now you can't wait, you want some information, so you're turning to me to get that information, as well as empowering you on where to get it yourself. There is a Discord, there is Reddit, there is Facebook. Personally, I would highly recommend the two here, the Reddit as well as Discord. And if you're only going to pick one, I would go ahead and show you Reddit or turn you on to that. Jumping over to the Reddit link, this is what it looks like. This is the World of Warships Legends Reddit area here. And I'm just going to point out two things. One, if you click on this area here, it really kind of outlines, hey, this is what, if you want information, this is where you can go. So fantastic. You can read through there. No harm, no foul. And then there's different individual things that you can catch up on. What I'm sharing with you today, coincidentally, not only is World of Tanks console, the Mercenaries edition, they're having their update up and coming. Well, guess what? World of Warships Legends is also having their update as well. In fact, they announced it before World of Tanks. And you can go ahead and see here, I'm now on the Discord. For those of you new to Discord, you can see here on the left-hand side, just a quick tutorial. You've got different channels that you can go ahead and select. I'm currently living on the World of Warships Legends area, sublink here, news and announcements, and that's what you're seeing populate over here on the right-hand side. As I click on that, what it does is it takes you right to some patch notes. Again, keeping it high level, right? You don't think you want me reading you for 10 minutes of all the changes. World of Warships, huge update. Why is it such a big deal? This is the first update since the game release. So this is a big deal. You can see it's going to be 1.5 gigs. You can see it's coming out on the 20th. And of course, for your own notification, you can see the Xbox versus PS4 timeframes. I'll leave it to you to follow up on that. Long story short, again, keep an eye out, the 20th. So what's going on in the World of Warships Legends? Well, it's a little hard, right, for me to explain everything unless you're familiar with the game. So there is some assumptions here that you are familiar with the game. This is not a tutorial on it. We're just giving you some news and updates about it. So what's going on here is the campaigns, very similar to objectives. They are becoming modified both visually, so you can go ahead and keep track of it, as well as how they function. So just keep an eye out for that. That's going to be changing. They're using an example here of the Atlantic campaign, which is coming out. It's their first campaign for a premium ship. And I'm going to scroll down further a little bit to go ahead and just give you some high-level shots here where, in short, not only are you able at a glance to see how you are doing on the campaign, but also, too, there is a specific piece called the Admiralty backing that is now coming out with this campaign. What does that really mean in English? Great. So you're not getting a free premium. You're not earning this from scratch like you can do in the World of Tanks console edition. This is their first campaign. They say they're open to feedback. Right now, the feedback or what's going on is a little pushback that there's a thing called that Admiralty backing. It's going to cost you 2,500 doubloons just to get into the game. The game meaning the campaign itself. So if you want to get involved with it, yep, you do have to pony up some dough. But once you're in there, you can earn this ship. Scrolling down a little bit further, the other update, patch note here is that there's major upgrades selection. So what does that mean? And again, they're just using the Tier 7 Lightning as an example, but as I flash and grab your attention here with the cursor, so once you have this ship here, there are some different areas. You can see there's 4 upgradable sections, right? So in the past, what's going to happen here is that you have to use XP to access it. Once you access it, you have the option to install the upgrade, right? Sometimes you have one choice, sometimes you have multiple choices. Beyond that, though, is a secondary area that even though you have the XP and you go to unlock it and you want to go ahead and upgrade here, you are not able to upgrade to purchase something for your second slot until you've done so for your first slot. You are very funneled through a particular path. And now they went ahead and changed it so that if you want to skip this area here and purchase an upgrade for your second slot, you absolutely can. So you have a lot more flexibility on the upgrades that you're purchasing. It's not a linear approach any longer. They're just showing you some edification here, some material here to show you that you have these 3 choices as an example for this one particular slot. Going down below, another upgrade is going to be the flags. The flags here, and we're not talking about booster flags, we're talking about these other types of flags where, in this case, it's more cosmetic, right? So this one here is an early adopter flag. In the past, when you had a special flag, you can fly it cosmetically on your ship, but it was limited to a particular ship or a particular handful of ships. Now they're going to allow you to put it on any ship you own, so that is an update there. Again, kind of showing you the Atlanta there for an example. Other miscellaneous items here to be fixed. I'm not going to read all of them to you, but long story short, just some graphics improvements, you know, some shadowing of the clouds and whatnot. The collision prevention has been modified so that it's apparently greater ability to avoid collisions. And they're referring to land masses. They're not talking about into other ships. And then there is also the update here. So if someone is away from keyboard, basically if the program senses that you have not done anything with your ship, it's just cruising along in a straight line, you know, for 2 kilometers, well, then they're going to go ahead and consider you an AFK. And so that's going to go ahead and alter the game versus them thinking that you are still in the game. Some other bug fixes, which I'm not going to read these out, just different cosmetic and audio, you know, visual things have just been kind of updated there. But that's really it when it comes to the patch for the 0.10.0 patch note for World of Warships Legends. Again, big deal. Why? First patch since the release. So very many cool. All right, well, that's pretty much it. You are now caught up with the news and updates with Ronin 47R. In the comments below, make sure you let me know. You want longer videos, shorter videos when it comes to news. Let me know what you're looking for. Enough people speak up, I will go ahead and cater to those particular requests. All right, folks, you take it easy, and I'll catch you later.